and that something happened, so.
Like weather?
No. I know what, I think at the end of May that I was scheduled.
Okay.
And then for some reason, we had to, and it's trying to get everything. And I have been so sick.
With what's going on?
Well, I wish I knew. I've had a cough for 2 months.
Okay.
And they just have not decided what it is.
They've done x-rays and CT.
X-ray and blood tests, and that's it. But I see my doctor on Tuesday, so I hope that now I'm on a nebulizer.
Okay.
But it's just right here.
Well, you know, you're one of many people who have come in and talked about a cold with a cough that's lasted 2 months. You know, so I don't know if you had a cold or not, but that seems to be how it's going this year. That I've noticed, so. But these are lovely, so thank you for bringing them in. So then I guess I won't ask if you've been having a nice summer.
What summer?
You were never a smoker, were you?
Oh, no. Isn't this fun?
I can't imagine these were comfortable in your shoes.
That's what I said. I'm like, how did you wear shoes like that?
No, they have not bothered.
Really?
Like I say, the only thing it's that,
Callus on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other foot. So are you feeling better and it's really just the cough that you're dealing with now?
the really sad part is that I just have had no energy whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I haven't been,
Doing much of anything.
and now my knee has gone back to
So now your knee's gone back, what do you mean?
that I can't, I have to, I'm depending on the walker again.
Oh,
And I don't feel, even around the house to.
could you start doing some strengthening exercises?
Well,
again?
I've been doing the exercises but it hasn't, I mean, it's just absolutely nothing.
Mm.
Dr. Riggy's not gonna be real happy.
Well, you also have to remember that when you're not 32 anymore, you bounce back much more slowly.
But boy, that surgery went so great. I mean, he was.
On your knee?
Yes. It went so well, I think, much better than he thought.
Was it a knee replacement? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
It's the second one.
Okay. Well, but then they say use it or lose it, so if you weren't really doing much,
That's it.
yeah. So as you start to get more active, it'll get better.
And,
Just keep doing those little exercises they gave you in PT. That's discouraging though, when you were doing so
It
well.
is, yeah. Well, it went so well so quickly.
Mhm.
I mean, even the people in rehab, I mean, that,
Isn't that nice to hear when they say, wow,
Yes.
you're progressing way
Yes.
faster than we
Yep.
expected?
yep. It took a while to get the stride,
Mhm.
but once I got it, and even the people at the complex said, you're doing such a good job. And I did a lot of walking. And when I wasn't feeling good, of course, I didn't do.
Well, would it be worth it to ask for a few more visits of physical therapy?
I don't know whether we could, because I'm doing some therapy with my neck.
Yeah?
And,
No, they could just, you could stay a half hour longer and do your needs too.
so,
You know, that's even something I could write for you. Just like 3 visits to get your strength back. So you let me know if you want me to do that. Okay, just relax. There you go. Okay, and I'm gonna take the power hand piece and thin these all out for you, okay? And then we'll get to the callus underneath. I think that one just flew down my shirt. Would I call them beautiful? No. Would I call them much more comfortable? Yes. Okay, so now we're gonna come around and we're gonna do that little callus. So I'm gonna talk about you like you're not here for a minute, okay? Is that all right? Is that all right with you? Okay. So when we're looking at all of this on the bottom, these are actually all warts. And you can tell because they are their own little clusters. And the fingerprint lines, if you can look really closely, which you may not be able to see on the video, but they don't go through those. Now, for years we've said if they start to spread, we'll treat them, because we've tried everything under the sun, and they just haven't been spreading lately, so we've just let it be. This one, in a weight-bearing surface, this is just callus. So I'm going to trim that off a little bit at a time and make sure that we don't have an open sore underneath it.
Was that from the diabetes or?
No, it's just because of the shape of your foot, that this is where you bear some extra pressure. That this bone is taking up more pressure than the other bones next to it. And so when you have an area that has more pressure, the skin gets thick.
That doesn't hurt at all.
Right, because it's like cutting your hair, because I'm only taking off skin that's dead.
Okay.
If I cut deep into your good skin, you would jump and have a few choice words for me. Okay. All right, so there's that one, and then that's wart. Those are all wart. So I think, and then this is a little bit of callus right down here, but not too bad. All right, so we've already got the pad in your shoe to help take the pressure off that, and I think if we can get you back in a reasonable amount of time, that was what kept that from hurting so much. So, all right. So that should feel a ton better.
But the warts are kind of on hold.
Well, the warts are just kind of unchanged. And, you know, because they don't hurt you,
No, they don't.
and because we've tried everything and nothing has worked,
Okay.
you know, if they're not bothering you and they're not spreading, we don't need to, you know, I'm just saying I don't think we need to treat them. I'm just gonna put a little Band-Aid right on that toe. Wasn't really bleeding, but and just leave this on till tomorrow. And then what I'd like to do is get you back on schedule. So let's have you schedule an appointment for about 3 months, 2.5 to 3 months. But if you have to reschedule, or if you have to cancel it, that's fine. But just make sure that if you do that, that you reschedule, not just cancel. Because if you don't reschedule it at the time that you cancel it, that's when it's going to be 6 months again. Okay? All right. Lecture done. All right, thank you.